Salve, salve nação roqueira! Sejam muito bem-vindos ao canal Gera Rock. No vídeo de hoje você vai conhecer um pouco sobre o documentário do Metallica que se tornou filme, Some of Monster. Convido a você desde já a se inscrever no nosso canal, deixar o seu like e nos seguir nas redes sociais. Tem sempre um vídeo bacana por aqui. Lembrando também que você pode baixar o nosso aplicativo na loja do seu smartphone e curtir o melhor do rock numa programação especial que preparamos para você.
After 20 years, is it possible to retain the fire that, you guys once had at the beginning?
Some of Monster é um documentário sobre a banda de heavy metal Metallica, lançado em 2004. O documentário compartilha seu nome com uma canção do álbum de 2003, Onde. Ele começou como um simples estilo de documentário making-off do álbum Onde, mas estava se tornando uma porta de entrada para as relações pessoais da banda e as lutas com o processo criativo. O lançamento do DVD foi anunciado pela Paramount Pictures, cujo filme de 2000, Missão Impossível 2, apresentou Existirá, do Metallica. O aclamado filme ganhou o prêmio de melhor documentário na edição de 2005, Independent Spirit Awards. O documentário se inicia em 2001, quando o Metallica vai para um estúdio em São Francisco gravar seu novo álbum. No início das filmagens, o baixista Jason Newsted deixa a banda após 14 anos. Como a dinâmica entre os demais membros não é das melhores, o empresário contrata um terapeuta para ajudá-los. Apesar do auxílio profissional, o vocalista James Hetfield continua se desentendendo com o baterista Lazarus.
After 14 years of headbanging, Metallica bassist Jason Newsted has quit the band, citing, quote, private and personal reasons and the physical damage that I've done to myself over the years while playing the music I love. Metallica's management had no comment when asked by MTV News if there's a replacement waiting in the wings.
Through Q Prime management, after having seen me work with another band of theirs, when they called and said that Metallica, with Jason announcing that he was exiting the group, needed to take a look at this album and say, well, what's going on here? We've lost touch with our personal relationships and face some of the issues that I think Q Prime felt that they were headed for.
We haven't really worked together for almost 9 months. When we were talking a couple of days ago about whether, if we wanted to do this film or not, I was wondering if having these guys in here would affect that. Because there's an intimacy that you get when it's just a few people in the room, and I'm just wondering if that's going to get lost, if we're going to go back to sort of like battling each other and trying to be like all strong and...
What intimacy? What the fuck are you talking about?
I think, to me, it's not going to be a matter of whether the cameras are in play, but whether or not you guys are free enough to risk being seen by other people.
A reação dos fãs sobre o filme é diferente. Muitos aplaudiram o caminho que o Metallica estava disposto a vir para a frente e elogiou a banda por ter coragem de parecer o mais natural possível. Outros fizeram o divertimento do filme e da banda por ser nada mais do que um olhar dentro do mundo do rock. A insegurança dos artistas lutando com unhas e dentes contra a idade, maturidade e declínio na popularidade. Apesar da reação dos fãs, o filme foi bem recebido pela crítica e atualmente tem uma média de 87% no Rotten Tomatoes. Além de seu certificado com consenso, um olhar fascinante por trás das cenas como Metallica sobrevive em seus períodos mais turbulentos. Os produtores solicitaram uma autorização de Dave Mustaine para incluir imagens de seu encontro em 2001 com Rick. Mustaine rejeitou o pedido que tinha assinado um termo de consentimento, dando à banda e aos produtores o direito de usar o material de arquivo. Mustaine disse mais tarde que ele levou como uma traição final. Apesar de ter sido uma medida de satisfação por ter sido incluído e reconhecido no filme como o primeiro guitarrista do Metallica, Mustaine achou que as filmagens da entrevista foram editadas para retratá-lo em menos nobres no formulário. Mas os integrantes da banda tentaram mostrar a David que não tem nenhum problema particular com ele, e que a dispensa dele do grupo foi uma questão de comportamento e não uma questão de potencial artístico de David.
I watched people around the world say what a great guitar player Kirk is, and what a piece of shit I am, and that I got kicked out of Metallica, and that I wasn't good enough for them, and that I was a loser, and I've had to deal with that for almost 20 years. And it's a dreadful experience. It's been hard, Lars. It's been hard to watch everything that you guys do and you touch turn to gold, and everything I do fucking backfire. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that they would consider my backfire a complete success. You know, and am I happy being number 2? No. You know, you're just now encountering something I've been going through 13, 14 years. And I've never had a chance to be able to tell you without talking to Lars, the guy in Metallica. Never talked to my little Danish friend again. You know? I remember the day you and I talked about digging a hole in fucking dirt and smoking hash through the ground. That to me is the stuff that's like, you know? And we've never had very many moments like that.
Do I feel some guilt? Yes, I do. But at the same time, it's difficult for me to comprehend that the only thing that you feel when you look back on the last 20 years is rooted in the Metallica thing.
Okay. I'll explain in as simple terms as I can, not to stultify you, but to just make it really easy. I had nothing, then I had everything, then I had nothing again. And it was okay going from nothing to everything to nothing, but then having someone stand on the back of my head and keep me underwater made it even harder for me. I've been erased from any involvement. The quotes that I was never meant to be in here anyways, I was just filling a spot, I was just a temporary guy, I was a fucking loser and a drunk, I got kicked out. All the horrible things that were said immediately after my firing. I agree, I should have been fired because I was dangerous because of my disease. But watching for so many years, the band continue to become successful and successful and successful, and us to never address, you know, the way that I was let go. My God, Lars, you guys woke me up and said, you know what, you're out. And I asked you, what, no warning? I said, no second chance? And you guys said, no, go. Good God, man, I didn't get a chance. And I've lived, and yeah, maybe for some people, you know, 18 years is a long time. For me, it seems like yesterday. I woke up and I look up and I see the guys that I love, that are my extended family. Gotta remember, all I had was my mom. All I had was you and James. We had dreams together, and I sold everything to join that dream. And then it ended. And I agree with you for doing what you did, because of the nature of the disease. But don't kid yourself.
What do you mean?
I mean, there was ways to address, you know, what was going on, you know, with my problem. And who I am sober is totally different from who I am drunk. We never gave it a try. We never gave it a chance. Would it have worked? As much as I loved being with you guys, I'm sure it would have. And coming down to the part about the violence, you know, if I was at a party and I saw someone hit you again, I'd break his leg again in a second. That's just my nature. I'm overprotective to the people that I love. You know, and every time I see Phil, you know, I feel bad for him. But I wasn't going to let him hurt you.
Who's Phil?
Sandoval from Armored Saint. Don't you remember me breaking his leg?
I don't remember it was him. I remember the incident. I remember.
He pushed you down and he hurt you. I made sure he didn't hurt you again. You didn't fuck with my band members.
I had this clear vision, which I don't know if I've ever told you, but the night where we decided to let you go, a couple of days before we let you go, and we played some show, and me and you were just sitting there, and I think we were smoking some pot and being very mellow, and I just remember this clear vision of just being overwhelmed with sadness and emotion about what was about to go down literally like 8 hours after that. Not saying in any way that I was not equally responsible for being part of making that decision, but at the same time feeling just an overwhelming sadness and guilt, because I really felt that when all the bullshit went away, a lot of the kind of the boasting and the he-man and all that bullshit sort of went away, that you were a really tender person. I felt that you had this really tender side to you that I was really attracted to, or really felt comfortable with, you know what I mean? And I think that's always been there. And that's why I think I sought you out.
I'm not mad at you, Lars. You know, and I don't want anything from anybody. You know, I still have my dreams. I'm glad that James is getting help. I really am. I wish that James was here. I wish Cliff was here.
Com o som King of the Monster, o Metallica dá uma credencial de backstage para o público, mas também revela ser uma banda heavy metal nos níveis psicológico e pessoal. O período abordado pelo documentário, da saída de Jason Newsted até os primeiros shows de lançamento do Sir Onde, é o mais sombrio da carreira do grupo, mais delicado inclusive que a morte de Cliff Burton em 1986.
There was also tragedy in rock this week. Metallica's bassist Cliff Burton was killed in a bus accident while the band was on tour in Sweden. He was 24.
Metallica bassist Cliff Burton was buried on Tuesday in the San Francisco area. The remaining members of the
Jason Newsted, he replaced Cliff Burton, who was killed in an auto accident.
Toda a tensão acumulada em anos de estrada, bebida e música explode quando os processos de composição mudam. Saem as letras de James Hetfield e entram versos produzidos coletivamente. É o estopim que quebra mais ainda a banda por dentro e o documentário capta a cena de explosão maior. James sai do estúdio, bate a porta e vai parar em uma clínica de reabilitação por longos meses.
Confusing sound.
It's just jacking the vocals all up. I mean, it's clever and everything, but I don't see what it does to it.
I think that's how you hear it, dude. I mean, that's fine. I'm just trying to do something different.
I mean, I'm used to having the drummer do the beat part. You know what I mean? Holding it together.
What I'm hearing is, choose my words carefully here. It's pretty straightforward. And the guitar shit, it's a little stock. So I started trying to introduce some kind of edge to it on the drums.
Those things we throw out to each other are complete bullshit. You know? It sounds too stock. It sounds too normal to me. You know what I mean? You're saying this shit so you can get your point across about doing a drum beat. I mean, it doesn't hold any water.
To you.
It doesn't.
I think it's fucking stock. Which part of that is unclear to you? I think it sounds stock to my ears. I mean, you want me to write it down? I think it feels stock,
I
okay?
can't hear you.
So
when you say, you're telling me what to play right now. You're telling me you should play with what Kirk's doing, and I'm telling you it's stock.
Dude, fine.
You know what, guys? Why don't we just go in there and just hammer it out, all right? Instead of hammering on each other.
I mean, we're in shit moods, and we're not going to get anything.
All you want to do is
today.
pick a fucking fight, and
I don't want to pick a fight.
This is so silly. You're just sitting there going, I'm in a really pissy mood, and
I fucking told you straight up that I was.
Right.
And what are you trying to do?
I'm not trying to do fucking shit. You're just sitting here being a complete dick.
You're really helping matters. You're really good at that. I was straight up with you, and I told you I'm in a shit mood, and what have you been doing? Fucking picking at me all night.
Come on, guys. We got better things to do. Right?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Metallica frontman James Hetfield has entered a rehabilitation facility to undergo treatment for alcoholism and other undisclosed addictions. In a statement posted on Metallica's official website, the band writes, James has entered an undisclosed facility and he will continue to receive treatment until further notice. Until then, we have postponed all current activities, including recording sessions for our new album. Metallica, whose hard...
Com um dos cérebros da banda desconectado do mundo, resta lá Rick e a Kirk Hammett pensar não só no Metallica, mas também as suas vidas. Se Kirk está tranquilo e muitas vezes diz que as coisas vão acontecer, os problemas serão solucionados numa visão um pouco poliana versão metal. Lars sofre as consequências da sua postura de rockstar, as críticas por investir em arte, a dor de ver Jason Newsted tocar e pagar para todo o staff de Rhodes do Metallica, para o desconhecido Ecobrand.
I don't know, I just, all of a sudden this became like such a big production. I don't understand. It's like all of a sudden, like, you know, I get like one phone call, it's like everybody and their fucking brother are in town. I thought it'd be Jason, like, playing with his new band in front of, you know, like 20 drunks down at some bar or something, and now I guess through my own ignorance or something, I guess that's what I wanted it to be. So now I'm realizing that supposedly it's a little more of a big deal than that. Thanks, man. Thanks. Oh, thanks. Awesome. Lars. Nice to meet you.
Great to meet you.
Where's Jack?
Yeah, Jace? I don't know. Dude, I think I'm back. I think he already fucking bailed.
He went back to...
Really?
Nice.
Wow.
Go back to say hey, and he's like fucking gone. Elvis has left the building. There's Zach. Hey, Zach. See, he's even blowing me off. Jason blows me off. Zach blows me off.
How quick we become yesterday.
Yeah, no kidding.
See, there's a guy in an Echo Brain t-shirt.
Yeah, that's Steve over there. He works at the studio with us. Well, he is.
Really?
Yeah. I remember that guy.
Huh?
I remember that guy. He worked at the studio.
Which guy?
Over there?
The guy in the red shorts?
No, the guy in the black that's walking across right now.
Really?
Kessel. Todd, he works at the studio too, doesn't he?
Who?
Todd over there?
I'm sure they're all here, Bob. I mean, the only two people in the Bay Area not working for him is me and you. Hetfield's gonna freak. I'm in fucking hell.
This whole gig has brought all this on, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
You really
It's
want to
made me
come
feel
clean.
It made me feel like such a loser. I mean, I can't hold my band together. You know, I start records, I don't finish them. Ugh.
Enquanto Metallica não tem rumo e principalmente todo o eco do caso Napster, esse episódio poderia ser melhor abordado, mas o documentário arrisca e até mostra o clássico cartoon Money Good, Napster Bad. É o retrato perfeito de uma banda de metal rachada, tão rachada que até os fãs começam a abandonar.
Bad! Our team of lawyers and researchers have your names, and we're gonna hunt you down like the table scrap pilfering grab asses you are. Grab asses, bad! So to conclude, rock on, Metallica fans! We'll see you on tour this summer, and you Napster users, we'll see you in jail getting gang raped. Money good! Napster bad!
A figura do psiquiatra Phil Tolley revela sua importância na volta de Hetfield, peça-chave para a gravação do disco, ao passo que serve para conduzir e evitar novos atritos entre a banda. Deixa-se levar pelo ritmo e chega a ser alvo de piadas sobre sua presença nas gravações. Em vários momentos, Lars e James criticam toda a fama, todo o mainstream agregado ao Metallica nos últimos anos. Também pudera, não é fácil ser líder no metal, líder no rock em si, ter baladas tocadas em rádios românticas e ainda tentar seguir o seu fluxo natural de criação. O fardo da fama pesou nos ombros e a própria saída de Jason revela isso no começo do documentário. Quando alguém tenta respirar fora do grupo, os outros naturalmente o criticam, sendo que a postura despojada de Jason é um sonho dos que ficam. Bob Rock, alvo de boa parte das críticas pós-Black Album, aparece como um produtor amigo de Lars, que sabe o que deve fazer para continuar com a banda. Cada vez mais aparece como um membro não oficial da banda, situação que não é do agrado de Hetfield. Fica no ar a pergunta, será que a presença de Bob Rock fez bom pro Metallica? O O barco vira quando a banda entra em sintonia, quando os egos brilhantes acenam sobre os solos de guitarra. Entende que só vai existir Metallica se houver tolerância e principalmente capacidade de reconhecer e dar o braço a torcer. James consegue uma proeza, que é aceitar que outros escrevam letras, mesmo que elas fiquem uma bela coleção de fucks.
You know, it's a whole new thing for me, you know, writing in front of everybody, because I've always just gone into my own head and wrote stuff down instead of taking things from outside and putting them down.
The way I was thinking is like, these are the hands that da-da-da-da, this is the face that da-da-da-da, so it's like...
Building a Frankenstein or something?
Yeah, pretty much.
Building what?
This is the top of my head that's flat.
This is my balls.
We're on the same stream of consciousness here. We're just all working on the same creative wavelength, and it's inspiring for me. Now I can further express myself with these lyrics now that, you know, James has opened that door for Lars and I.
This is clay, right? Not
Yeah.
Clam?
Clay.
Okay, these hands finger the clam.
The eyes that can't see through me. This is the tongue that speaks on the
Some King of Monsters também prova que o Metallica, seja fazendo marketing ou descaso da consciência, sabe fazer vídeos. Não falo de clipes. Live Short, Current Thoughts e SM acompanham bem esse fluxo. Some King of Monsters é um grande ajuste de contas do Metallica com seus fãs. Talvez mais interessante para quem conhece o som, é um belo documentário sobre como os rockstars ficam velhos e reagem às pressões do meio. É preciso estar com a cabeça aberta para ver e também pensar sobre todo o mundo metálico. O filme é o oposto, mas o mais denso drama do gênero musical. Basta ver a cena de Lars gritando fuck na cara de James para ver o clima de chuvas e trovoadas entre eles. Mais de 1.200 horas de gravação por mais de um ano afastam esse vídeo de outras produções como The Osbournes. As quase 2 horas de filme mostram que fazer esse CD foi uma prova de fogo para a banda. O ponto negativo fica na abordagem um pouco branda de Kirk e principalmente Lars. James ganha o status de bebum oficial do grupo, ofuscando boa parte da fama dos outros amigos que também já enfrentaram problemas semelhantes. As drogas fazem parte do universo rock and roll, apesar disso o saldo é altamente positivo, pena que não passou nos cinemas por aqui. E aí, gostou do vídeo? Se gostou, deixa seu like e já convido você a se inscrever no canal se ainda não for inscrito, compartilhar com a galera e baixar o aplicativo totalmente de graça na loja de seu smartphone. Aplicativo disponível para iOS e Android. Até o próximo vídeo!
Onde